Hi, I just wanted to bring some quick updates on the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program for international students in Ontario who wish to become permanent residents after their studies in Ontario, particularly after 1 year of study in Ontario. And it's actually good news. Effective January 2nd, 2024, the Ontario government has made changes to one of the PNP programs, or the provincial nominee programs, that actually affect international students who schooled in Ontario. This PNP program is the Employer Job Offer International Student Stream. And what they have now done is to expand the eligibility for international students who have completed a 1-year college graduate certificate. So previously, the OINP's Employer Job Offer International Student Stream allowed candidates to apply with a 1-year credential from an eligible institution only if the program required the completion of a degree as an admission requirement. I think this is really good news for those studying at a college in Ontario, as this is actually a route to permanent residence that is suitable for those who studied for just 1 year in Ontario. And you can definitely explore this route. This is the Ontario Immigration Nominee website, the Employer Job Offer for International Student Stream, which is one route to become a permanent resident after studying in Ontario. And for this, you need to submit an expression of interest. And then if you qualify, you receive an invitation to apply. And then, of course, if you meet all of the requirements, you can now become a Canada permanent resident using the Employer Job Offer for international students who graduated in Ontario. I have done a video before talking about what you need to qualify for this program, so I'm going to link it in the description box below. But then, of course, you need to show that you meet the education requirements. You also need to show that you have every intention of staying in Ontario. There are also education requirements for this program. You must prove that you have obtained one of the following: a university graduate certificate that takes at least 1 year to complete if pursued on a full-time basis, or a college graduate certificate that takes at least 1 year of study if pursued on a full-time basis as well. Now, to determine whether your graduate certificate is an eligible credential, you need to check that the official credential you receive from your institution is an official Ontario College graduate certificate. You also have the intention to live in Ontario, like I said before. You must have legal status as at the time that you are applying, which means that you must have legal status, which is either a visitor record, study permit, or a work permit at the time you apply, and you should maintain that status until the time that you are nominated. Okay, you can also apply if you're in implied status at the time of your application. You must need to submit your application within 2 years of completing the requirements necessary to obtain a degree, diploma, or certificate in Ontario as well. You can apply on the OIMP website by submitting an expression of interest, and you will get to this website, which is very simple, where you register to apply, and then of course you put in all your details, and you'll be sent a number, and then you can get access to the website where you now start filling out all of your details. It is quite straightforward. Now, the good news. The OIMP has made certain eligibility changes for candidates with a 1-year college graduate certificate. Previously, the OIMP's Employer Job Offer International Student Stream allowed candidates to apply with a 1-year credential from an eligible institution only if the program required the completion of a degree as an admission requirement. And that made a lot of college graduates to be ineligible for this program. However, they have made changes to expand the eligibility for international students who have completed a 1-year college graduate certificate. And this time around, it is not a program that requires the completion of a degree as an admission requirement. So with this change, OIP allows candidates of any 1-year college program that grants an Ontario college graduate certificate to qualify for this program. So this amendment increases the number of certificate programs that become eligible for the OIMP. This change comes into effect on January 1st, 2024, and it does not impact individuals who have submitted an application prior to this date. So talking about a summary of the changes that have been done, prior to January 1, 2024, the program requirement was for students who completed a 1-year certificate from an Ontario college were only eligible if their program required a degree for admission. However, effective January 1, students who completed a one-year certificate from an Ontario college resulting in an Ontario college certificate program are eligible. Most certificates are now eligible against previously when most certificates were ineligible. And this is a list of the requirements for when it comes to education to qualify for this program. So now if you have any of this education program, you can see the scores that are attached to each of them. You become eligible for this program. You no longer are ineligible just because your program required a degree for you to complete a college program. If you are nominated under this stream, you need to continue to demonstrate that you want to reside in Ontario. You must have the intention to reside in Ontario. You must also have gone to one of these universities or colleges that are under the eligible Canadian colleges and universities. Please be sure to check that your own school is listed here. Now, these are schools that are not just in Ontario, but are also in other provinces as well. So whether you went to other provinces or whatever, but check that your school is actually in this list. And this is actually great news for all those who graduated from a one-year degree or a one-year college program in Ontario and have been stuck in terms of how they are going to move on to become Canada permanent residents. This is one route that you should not overlook. If you want to take my advice, I think you should go to the OIMP website and start looking through the requirements both for the employer and you as the student in terms of qualifying for this program and putting in your expression of interest as soon as you possibly can. So go ahead to the website and start exploring, start saving your documents and start making notes so that when it is time, you can also apply for this program. I hope that you found this valuable and useful. Don't forget to like the video and share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.